Struggling with darts? What if I told you that you don't need darts for a perfect fit? In this video, I'll share with you the easiest way to draft a dartless bodice pattern step by step that is beginner friendly. So grab your tools and let's get started. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Catherine, and today we're keeping pattern drafting super simple. If darts intimidate you, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to draft a basic bodice pattern without them. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more easy sewing tutorials. Here are the sewing tools that you need. The first thing we will need is your drafting paper, and this is the paper, a measuring tape, straight ruler, curved ruler, pencil, 2 markers, a scissors. Now that you have all of your sewing tools, let's get started. You need to have the following measurements. If you want to learn how to take perfect, accurate body measurements to create this bodice, check out my video. I will place it somewhere on the screen. Once you have watched that video, then you can come back, create your pattern with me. So the first measurement that you will need is your shoulder measurement. Next, you will need your shoulder to the upper bust measurement, your shoulder to your waistline measurement, and lastly, you will need your shoulder to your hip measurement. That is our starting line. So that's the shoulder line. So let's put shoulder line. This is our center front line, and all of our measurements will begin from this line. We have the shoulder line, then we have line. Let me just make it a little bit darker for you to see. Then we have our waistline and our hip line. These are all the lines that we need in order for us to do our bodice. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, you are going to input your shoulder measurement. Remember, the shoulder measurement is divided by 2. So my shoulder measurement was 14. So I'm going to place half of that, which is 7, on my line. All right. I'm going to place that same 7 inches on the chest line, and that is just so we can have a square. So this is the chest line. This sucks when you only have a small space to work with. This is the waist line, and this is the hip line. I'm going to draw a straight line to connect the 2 lines from our shoulder to our chest line. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to create our neck line. So we're going to come in 3 inches for our neck width, and then because we are drafting the back, we are going to come down 1 inch. You can come down 1 inch, or you can come down 1.5. And for the front, we are going to come down 3 inches. And we are going to connect those points. So let's put the 3 right here. I will make sure you could see. I hope you could see. And this is the back. For the back, we are going to go up by 1/2 inch. Go up. All right, so to get our shoulder slope, you remember your shoulders are not straight, your shoulders are slanted. So we are going to come down from the shoulder line by 1 inch. So that is 1 inch. This is the shoulder line. We just came down by 1 inch. And let's connect that back into the shoulder line. So for the back, remember we went up by 1/2 inch. And for the front, we will connect that into the shoulder line for the front. Okay? If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. What I have left is 8 inches. 8 inches. So you're now going to divide that 8 inches into half to get your midway point. And you are going to make a mark right here. And that's 4 inches. So we're going to come in for the back. We're going to come in 1/4 inch. And for the front, we are going to come in by 3/8 of an inch. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, where your shoulder line connects to your chest line, we're going to come up by 1 inch. And do it at a 45-degree angle. Okay, let's take the chest line first. Chest, the waist, and the hip all divided into 4 because you're taking 1/4 of the body measurement. So my chest was 40, so if I divide it by 4, I get 10 inches. And then I want to add a 1/2 inch for ease. Going to measure the 10 first, and then I said a 1/2 inch for ease. Now we're going to connect our points. Make sure that it lines up with the 3 points. Okay, I will use my marker to make it darken a little bit. So this is the back armhole, and this is the point for the front armhole. So we are going to connect that as well. This is the back armhole. Remember, the back armhole is not as deep as the front armhole. So let me do that in a marker so you could see it. So the front, we're going to use the red marker, and for the back we are going to use the blue marker. So let's go over those 2 lines, just so it could be a little bit more visible to you, because I don't want to confuse you. Now we are going to do the curve for the back. You can use your curve ruler, or you can do it freehand. You think you can do it without. Okay, so that's the back, and then we're going to use the red for the front. All right, so good. Back, front. Okay, so the next thing that you are going to do is to measure your waistline. My waist measurement is 34 inches. I'm going to divide that into 4, and that will give me 8.5. And then I will add my 1/2 inch for ease. And the ease is just so the garment can fit comfortably on your body without being tight. So that is the 8.5 inches. And then I'm going to add the 1/2 inch for ease. Now that I have those 2 points, I'm going to connect them. Next, we are going to take our hip measurement, and to get your hip measurement, you will divide your hip measurement by 4. So my hip measurement is 43 inches, and when I divide that by 4, I get 10.75. So I'm going to put that 10.75 on my hip line. And that's right here. And don't forget to add your 1/2 inch for ease. Okay, so we're going to use our curve ruler because our body curves from our waist to our hip. And if you have a little sharp point, just curve it out, okay? Because you don't want any sharp edges. Once you know that your measurements are correct, you can now cut out your basic bodice pattern. So let's do that now. You are going to cut out your back first. And this is a basic pattern, bodice pattern without dots. So now we're going to cut out the front. because the back is a little different from the front. For the front pattern, I'm going to measure down 1/2 inch, and that's just for your top to fit right on your body, so it wouldn't have a tendency to try to go back, but it'll stay forward. That is our back and our front bodice pieces. And voila! You have just drafted your very own dartless bodice pattern. Tell me, how do you feel? Now you can use this pattern for t-shirts, simple tops, or even modify it for a dress. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next sewing tutorial. Be blessed. Bye.